ladies and gentlemen, and trolls, and porno addicts, and junkies, and potheads, and lippy skippy whippy flippies, and jelly beans, and all that good stuff. And I think that this video, I don't think, I know that this video is definitely due. This needed to be made. And it's, I'm a crappy pop star, and I suck. I don't know how to sing worth crap, and I'm drunk. I'm a crappy pop star, and if I do enough of crappy concerts with my pop music, then I will go on to get into movies too from my crappy pop music. I can't believe it. Like, out of curiosity, every once in a while when I'm uploading one of my videos to YouTube, sometimes I'll see like the video right next to me, and it'll have like, I don't know, 34 million hits, or 60 million hits, or 270 million, or whatever, maybe even a billion hits. But there was one thing I've noticed, that a lot of them, this Vivo, whoever, whatever commercial, Enterprise just pushes this horrible, horrible garbage on people. And I don't even believe their views when they have like 34 million views and their music sucks. And I would have to, well, you can tell I ain't no singer, but I'm just not in the frame of mind to go there right now. Or you can say I'm chicken, but I'm not in the frame of mind to go there right now. But basically, the music, I grew up in the 70s and 80s, and I grew up in rock and good disco back in the day, and some classical, and some Latin music, and different types of music from all over the world. But I cannot believe the garbage that's being pushed on people that they call music now. It's just unbelievable. As a former musician, I'm out of the game because I had an injury, a really bad injury, and it messed up my coordination. I would have to switch hands, and I don't think I'd ever get my coordination back. So it's kind of sad, but I can't really play anymore, and I was doing really well in Seattle back in the day when Nirvana and Soundgarden and Alice in Chains, all of them were at their peak, and then I was in the game too, playing along, but then I had life circumstances. I had to quit the band and all that, but at least what we played was music. And now all these views for these music videos where the music sucks. It's horrible. I cannot believe. It's worrisome that the younger generation is being spoon-fed garbage music, and they're like eating it up. It's just amazing, that they haven't tried to play some old vinyls back when music was music, And lately, I see these videos on YouTube with all these views. It just gives me curiosity because I have like 3 views on mine, and I know they're paying for the views. They're buying them from Google. You can do that. Yeah, and they're getting hyped and promoted, and they're hyping and promoting garbage, absolute garbage. It's shameful. They can't even sing, and the ones that can sing the same way, like little parakeets or robots or singing robots that copy the basic style, and it sucks. It's horrible to see. The youth is already getting destroyed in the world, anyways, and but I never even imagined that they could make such horrible music as they're doing now. No offense. I mean, not everybody, you know. Um, I just cannot believe the crap that they call music, and they're like really into, like they're really enjoying it and all this stuff, and it has like no feeling, not much except for maybe anger. It doesn't have much of a story. You know, a lot of it's a hate story. And I mean, even with disco back in the day, you had good songs and love songs and songs that had meaning and went somewhere, and they were musically good quality songs and lyrics and stuff, and in the bands. And now they're just pushing this garbage music. It's unbelievable because I'm looking at YouTube wondering why I got 8 views and they got 800,000 views, and their stuff is garbage. And so these record labels are just pushing this garbage, trying to fill the void. And I don't know how long it's going to continue, but there's just a lot of really horrible music out there right now. I'm really ashamed of what the music industry is calling acceptable music, because I'm not seeing it, you know. And that's from me. I'm not promoting anybody being promoted or promoting myself. I'm just saying that this garbage has got to stop. This trash music, it's horrible. It's disgusting. There's no redeeming quality in it at all. Music has just gone down the toilet. You know, worldwide, I think almost. It's just like this big cloud surrounded the earth with this really crappy music and is consuming it or whatever, and they're calling this stuff music. And then the younger generation, some of them, you got to give them the benefit of the doubt. They just don't know any better. You know, they just, and it looks like, you know, it's paying the bills or making money off it, but it's just garbage. I wouldn't buy any of the albums out there right now. I don't usually normally buy music that much anymore because I ruined my career, got destroyed. So I don't listen to it that much anymore, but it's horrible. It is absolutely horrible. The garbage they call art just never ceases to amaze me. It's like, what are they smoking or what are they not smoking that they should be? I mean, it's horrible garbage. Man, it just perpetuates. They're like little parakeets or whatever, you know, the bird that repeats itself, and they're just repeating each other. They're garbage music. And I'm lucky when I was in the scene that I was into grunge and punk and some rock, but I never liked doing other people's material. That has always been like taboo to me, and I've always been creative. I could create my own stuff musically, and people liked it. And I can't. I don't have the coordination anymore. I just lost my edge. And I ain't coming back. I don't think, unless some kind of miracle happens. But just the uncreative garbage, monotone, mono freaking single, you know. And with all the technology, there's really no excuse for, because they have a really, really advanced musical instruments, you know, and synthesizers that you can do about anything you want. You know, you can be really creative and come up with a good artwork, you know. And it's just a shame. And it's a shame, and it's just surprising, and it's amazing that they're calling this trash music. And if that isn't bad enough, you know, when you're driving around LA or somewhere like that, Los Angeles and the United States, you'll see these people with their windows rolled down into this crappy music like that, you know, and just thinking, geez, man, you don't have a clue, or what woman or whatever, you don't have a clue. The music is just, it's Yeah, the music is just, it sucks. And you know it. See, I'll only get 3 or 4 views, but those 3 or 4 views that I get, that I cherish so much, no, I don't really care because I know I'm outgunned because I don't have millions of dollars to promote my garbage like they do. But I don't think I've ever played as crappy or sang as crappy as the music that's out there right now. I don't think I could even do it. I tried to make it that crappy. I guess I could. I give it a good shot. It's amazing. It's just flat out amazing that they have the digital stuff and the mixers and the synthesizers and everything, and they just come up with this garbage. It's horrible. It's sad to watch people get the musical part of their brain destroyed by that garbage. I mean, I think it causes brain damage. Really, it's so bad. It causes some sort of brain damage musically. And I think if you listen to enough of it, you're not coming back. You're a goner. You're just going to keep playing that same junk over and over again. And what's ridiculous is they're making money off it, pushing their garbage, and it's just a shame. It really is a shame. And like these people aren't even really trained musically. Probably half of them don't even know what a scale is. You know, it's horrible. I feel for the next generation because you're being raised on garbage, and then the generation after them is going to be raised on garbage, and I try to avoid it because I don't want to get brain damage from listening to that stuff more than I already got from my accident. I know if I listened to that stuff, I would destroy whatever device is being played on. That's for sure. If it was forced on me. I guess if they ever decided they want to torture me, all they'd have to do is put me in a room with that new modern music on it, and that would probably drive me completely insane. I'd probably never come back to any semblance of sanity or reality. It just, everything sucks. And then the old bands that used to know how to hold a tune and have a story with their music, they're all retired, and then it's kind of ironic. Like they used to have like concerts with like 20,000 people at them, and then now they're playing these little pubs with 35, 40 people. Those same exact bands, and then they they produce just garbage now. It's nothing. I don't mean it personally against any of you guys that are producing the garbage. It's not personal against you. It's just the garbage that's garbage in, garbage out. It's just they have nothing to grasp. All they do is just grasp on the garbage that they copy each other, and they choke because they're getting suffocated by the garbage, and they have hearing loss, brain damage, and irreversible musical damage. I think can come from that, listening to that garbage that much. It's it is what it is. It's just absolute garbage, and I can't believe that they're selling it. And there's all these hits on YouTube with the garbage, and I just bumped into it. I was just kind of curious. But you can buy your own views and all that, with money. You can buy your Google views and all that stuff. People don't really think about that too much, so they just dump a bunch of money into their garbage, and then they feed it to everybody. And they get sick, like they get infected with some kind of musical virus that destroys their capabilities to produce music. It's garbage. And then they gloat about how great this person or whatever is. They discovered him playing on an acoustic guitar on an apple farm in Timbuktu, and stories like that and stuff. And that's not really the real deal. That's not going on. What it is it's people that are in control of the music right now are just throwing a bunch of money into advertising their garbage and pushing the garbage on everybody else. It's like, you like this, don't you? You like this. You like this song. This is good music, isn't it? Isn't it? It's good music. You like it. Yeah. Yeah. Maybe music just decided it was going to leave the planet and go on hiatus for a while or something, but it's amazing. It's amazing. I don't really know how to talk about it even. It's so horrible. It brings on a headache just even thinking about it, you know. And they all just want to cash in their chips, so they copy the stuff that's selling the most, the garbage, and then you have garbage getting reproduced minute by minute, second by second, out of tune, whatever, and it's just horrible. It's horrible. It's total garbage. Right now, all the music that I can see, I don't even want to look at it because I'll probably go blind if I do because it's so horrible. They should just put it in a box somewhere and store it for a few thousand years, or just they should just bury it, somewhere and just forget about it, and maybe musically make everybody take a 5-year hiatus and see if maybe that could possibly uh, get the garbage out and get back into some good music that's worth listening to. Because I mean, if I play that garbage in my car, I'm gonna get in an accident. I mean, that's inevitable because it causes brain damage. It messes with your logical thought processes and your emotions and everything. And I would probably get in an accident if I was listening to that garbage. It would be inevitable, and that's probably why in LA you see a lot of accidents there because of the garbage, or they're texting. Very sad music. Very sad now that it actually left the planet. Because what I can see from the outside is it just doesn't look good. And me, I've had enough of brain damage. Thank you. I will pass on listening to that stuff. And please don't play it around. Keep your windows up and your air conditioning and keep it to yourself. That's all I can ask. Keep that stuff to yourself. In one of these places where I was recently, this guy was like playing a different type of garbage, and I just couldn't believe how he could play 3 of the same chords over and over and over again for like 8 hours. I mean, you have to be seriously brain damaged to play 3 chords for hours and hours and hours, and then go to another chord progression or a shift, or it's sad but true. I tried denying it, but you can only deny the truth for so long. They have no shame at all. They just push that frickin' garbage. And that's what's all on those crappy music videos that have all those hits that people paid for to get because they're pushing this garbage band. It's just, it's horrible. And if you want, I'll leave this open for comments. Some people that they won't leave the YouTube video open for comments, but I think you guys need to get out there and rant and rave and say we're mad as hell and we're not going to take it anymore. We're not going to buy your garbage CDs and your garbage music. We're not going to purchase that stuff that causes brain damage. Yeah. It's the worst. The last probably 15 years, the mainstream music has basically shriveled up like a prune and disappeared. And it's just like rotting garbage with maggots and worms crawling through it and stuff. Is what it's become. Oh my God, the movies in L.A. You know, they're packing up, they're leaving shop. Who wants to live in that? Yeah, who wants to live there? It's such a joke. I mean, eventually the music. I mean, the Tower Records in downtown Hollywood. They're going to turn that into a condominium probably because the good music left the planet and they're just producing garbage. So they have to rent it out now as condominiums because it's just their apartments or whatever because they just can't make money off the garbage, you know. And they try forcing it on you. It's so sad. So use your earplugs, please, if you're going to listen to that stuff, and keep your car windows up and your air conditioning, And if you want to play it loud at home, your garbage, just put on a couple headphones and listen to it that way. Or if you're recording and mixing in in a place where there's other humans around that can get contaminated by their garbage that's being produced, they will have to move that studio where nobody can get harmed by that garbage or hurt by listening to it. The brain damage that it's creating. They've dumbed it down. I guess the artwork, including the movies. It's just okay. This formula works. This formula works, and then they just have a computer throw it all together and call it a movie. And the music, I mean, the film business too. I mean, it just, a lot of movies really suck. And the stories are not on the TV. Everybody's always known that TV was bad, but when I grew up, there was good shows. There was actually some pretty decent TV when I was young. And now it's just garbage like the music, I guess. Every once in a while they come out with an indie or something, an independent movie it's really good, and that's because it's an independent movie and it hasn't gotten contaminated by the other garbage. It's been created in a sterile, safe environment where they can keep an eye on it and not let the garbage seep in. I can't. It's like taking nails and just driving them down a chalkboard, or it's painful to listen to, and it's depressing to watch these people that are so brainwashed that they think that stuff is music. It's just, yeah. And then they getting awards. It's even funnier. See, they don't have a choice. They have to have the awards ceremony and all that stuff, and they have to get their labels for their rewards for the music, and it's not about music. It's who sold the most garbage last year. And then they get an award for their garbage because they sold the most garbage last year. That's what all those votes are about, and same with the movie business too. Another thing is when you're living in fear, all different types of fear in an environment, that rubs off on you. And so garbage in, garbage out. So a lot of that garbage music is fear-based, and the movies is fear-based. And the fear is they're afraid they're not going to make money off it, which by all rights, I don't think they should make a dime for the garbage they produce. It's just, I don't know. Feel free to leave a comment. Sometimes I think I'm the only one out there that's seeing this stuff, but yeah, it's garbage. It's garbage. It's garbage. See, my voice is all messed up right now, but it's garbage. It's garbage. It's garbage, garbage, garbage. That's all you play. Garbage, garbage, garbage. That's all you say. I mean, garbage, garbage, garbage. Destroying my mind. Garbage, garbage, garbage. Leave this town for a while. Leave a comment. I won't mess with them. Whatever you write about this video or whatever comment, I'll just leave it alone, and you can just tell the truth about what you're seeing, and how you're seeing, and all that. Yeah. I never imagined that this could happen to stuff that used to be music. It's a crying shame.